Well, the end of Title 42 next week will likely put a further strain on Border Patrol agents.
Yeah, I recently spoke to the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council, Art Del Cueto, who's concerned his fellow agents are about to be overwhelmed.
Everyone's asking you to process faster. We need to stop just processing faster, and we need to have serious consequences for people breaking our law.
Art Del Cueto is Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council, a labor union that represents U.S. Border Patrol agents. He hears the frustration from agents being pulled from patrolling the border to instead process migrants. As the number of border crossings continue to rise, Del Cueto believes there are solutions that need to come from Washington.
You have to detain them. You have to have immigration judges and asylum officers down on the line. You need to look at these cases, and the individuals that do not qualify, you have to immediately expel them and send them back to their country.
The National Border Patrol Council has been highly critical of the Biden administration, pointing to the record number of migrant encounters at the southwest border since President Biden took office in January of 2021. But in April, Del Cueto welcomed a bipartisan group of lawmakers from Washington, led by Senator Kyrsten Sinema and Congressman Juan Ciscomani, to see the border firsthand.
The drug cartels, the people that are bringing drugs into the country, they don't care what side of the aisle you are on. They just want to sell their product and make money.
Del Cueto believes the cartels take advantage of gaps along the border left vacant as Border Patrol agents do administrative work. He says cartels use those gaps to smuggle in drugs and individuals looking to avoid detection.
Those are all things that are going to continue to affect this country for many, many years. There's a proper way to come in, there's an improper way to come in, but right now the only individuals that are taking advantage are the criminal element, the drug cartels, because they know where the gaps are being created.
The National Border Patrol Council represents some 18,000 Border Patrol agents and support personnel assigned to the U.S. Border Patrol. I asked Del Cueto what's the biggest frustration he hears from agents in the field.
They're out there in the middle of nowhere. They're putting their lives on the line. They're going through, tough terrain. They're going through the mountains, climbing, and then they apprehend a group that is trying to evade apprehension. And once they're apprehended, the first thing they say to you is asylum. Well, then why were you evading apprehension? So that, when you see that, the big picture from being around sometime, a lot of that is a distraction by the drug cartels because they're trying to get their product across, and they know this preoccupies the agents out on the desert.
Now, this is part of KGUN 9's new border special, Crossing the Line. It's available on our streaming platforms right now, providing an in-depth look at our past, present, and future at the border.